Welcome you all. Today we are going to see the demonstration of the scenting paper chromatography. So we'll start with this is of the all requirement required for this demonstration or the practical, that is the filter paper, scale, then marker, then thread, capillary, then sample of phenylalanine, glycine, standard amino acids, and mixture of the both of them. And here is mobile phase. This is of the developing chamber, and these are the standard samples. Then that is phenylalanine, glycine, uh, and ninhydrin as a developing reagent. So this is of the developing chamber. Instead of use of this developing chamber, we use the beaker as a developing chamber. So all these are requirement. This is of the small samples and these all the requirements. So afterwards that take a desired filter paper and cut into the desired size as per the size of developing chamber, and draw the line of origin for the sampling of the standard phenylalanine, glycine, and the mixture of both of them to find out the RF value and determine the RF value and identification of the separated component from the picture. So this is of a line of origin. Draw from the bottom at a 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter, and make a circle to each point for the identification of the proper samples. Afterwards, by using the capillary, you should take a sample from this standard phenylalanine, glycine, and mixture and give the spot in as like this. You should take a sample in such a way that it will give the proper separation of spot, and afterwards drying of that spot, you should take a mobile phase into the developing chamber. You should saturate the developing chamber. There are another method to saturate the developing chamber, that is use the filter paper wall, but there is no need to use the filter paper wall because the chamber is very small, so easily can saturate, but behind that there is a developing chamber required the filter paper wall. This is of the developing chamber, which is large in size. Afterwards, you should keep your filter paper into developing chamber in such a way that it will run as like this. Put the lid and it will start to develop by the capillary action. Afterward, it will give the proper height. After some time, it will give the desired height. It will show the proper separation afterwards. So this is of the developing. Yes, here is a up to this there is the separation is occur. So yes, here is the proper height is achieved. Then take it out this paper and keep aside to dry this. So hang in paper such a way that it will not stick to other. Yes, this paper is get dried. Afterwards, draw the line where the development is stopped, that is it will use the information about the calculation of RF value. So this is of the line is drawn after the completion of the development. It is called as solvent front. Then afterwards you should spray the neem hydrant reagent in such a way that it will yes. Afterward that dry the neem hydrant and it will use the separation of the different component. Here is we can easily seen in this video that is the separation of the glycine standard is here, and mixture glycine is also separated at same height. Phenylalanine is also separated in the same height in mixture as well as in the standard. Then draw the circle for each spot to get identification. Of spot and determination of RF value. So afterward clear drying, it will shows proper separation of the component in the different color. Draw the lines to calculate the RF value in centimeter, and also it will use to calculate the each and every RF value from the phenylalanine glycine mixture. So I think all of you understand this demonstration how to do the practical of the ascending paper chromatography, and you should follow the earlier video to identification and how to identify and how to calculate a RF value. Thank you all of you to understand and to listening of this demonstration. Thank you very much.